What it do, you too? Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. And today's video is going to be my reaction slash my response to Ti and Alex Jones uh, podcast they did damn near like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it's about impossible meat and stuff like that, right? And has like they talk about human flesh. It is funny because funny as ironic because Alex Jones bring up the movie Soylent Green, which I've been talking about for a while. I actually been talking about that years ago, but like I said, it's so relevant because the movie takes place in the year 2022, and that just passed a couple years ago. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, so let's get into it. So I think the episode was released on Ti podcast. I forgot exactly what his podcast is, but I'll fuck around and put the link in the bio so y'all can check it out. But shout out Ti, shout out Alex Jones. Now, first things first, you know a lot of people gonna say they feel differently about Ti because of what him and his wife going through and all that type of shit. And those allegations been out since like 2020. I heard about that shit originally in 2020. And if they even if they paid the people off to be quiet or whatever the case may be, I think from my recollection, I think Ti and Tiny did the smart way, and whatever they did with those people, those girls, whatever the case may be, is they had them sign non-disclosure acts, NDAs. You see what I'm saying? So they couldn't even talk about the situation anyway. So even in the case if something did happen, where let's say I'm just saying hypothetically, this is allegedly this part, let's say if they did hypothetically do something to those people, they wouldn't be able to talk about it and go tell anyway because they signed an NDA. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, it was some rumors and shit surfacing recently about them. And Tiny, she came out and she basically said they basically trying to charge motherfuckers for being freaky, basically. And just like with the Diddy situation, she said they basically trying to charge a nigga for being freaky and shit like that. And I get where she coming from. You see what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like if that's what they into, that's what they into. Yeah, it's a little bit kind of outlandish, but that don't really take away from their greatness. You know what I'm saying? Black excellence. I hate to use that word, but you know what I'm saying. Melanated excellence, black excellence, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Ti is most definitely a legend in his own right, and a fucking mogul, a business mogul. So you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to break that down before I get into the topic because I know a lot of people just, oh, Ti this and Tiny that and all that. This is like, bro, this other motherfuckers out here doing way worse shit than that. And plus, well, like I said it before. The Illuminati, they targeted all celebrities that got children because not only do they want Ti masters, they want control of his kids as well. Same thing with Diddy. Not only do they want his masters and the other masters he owned, they want them kids. You see what I'm saying? It's real shit. Just like Beyonce, Jay-Z. Why think they coming after Jay-Z and shit? If they coming after Jay-Z, do you know Beyonce might be involved with this shit because she married with him and all that shit? So they want those kids. You know, Kanye West, why you think they coming after him? They want those kids. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they really coming after Ti, because they want those children. But anyway, so Ti and Alex Jones, and they went after Alex Jones too. Ironically, it wasn't about sexual allegations, but it was about the defamation of the Sandy Hook shit and all that. And it's crazy because Sandy Hook was not fake. It actually was a real thing. But I understand what he was saying. He was speaking on a higher level metaphysically. Alex Jones was saying it was a psyop, as in the fact that it was a staged event. People did lose their life. Rest in peace to those victims. But he said it was all staged, as in a psychological operation to see how people will respond and react to like MK Ultra and like events like that, like mass shootings and stuff like that, Manchurian candidates. Because and this video not even about this, but I'm gonna just break this shit down since I'm talking about this. But and the reason why they doing so many school shootings, all these shootings that's just happening in general, and all these different random attacks, natural disasters, fires, still natural disasters and shit like that, hurricanes and all this shit. The reason why all of this stuff is happening simultaneously is because they're working on the depopulation agenda. So they trying to put Manchurian candidates under MK Ultra so they can have some type of control over them, so they can do a mass shoot. Like the most recent one that was on the news was the Las Vegas shooter, the dude who drove from Las Vegas all the way to New York to go shoot up the NFL headquarters and stuff like that. That was a Manchurian candidate. And that was a Manchurian candidate because he already was suffering from CTE. So that makes him a perfect candidate for somebody to be susceptible to MK Ultra because he already at a disadvantage with CTE. That don't necessarily make you retarded or slow, but it is a brain condition where it's like trauma. So it's like you already not thinking straight. So that's like a gateway for you to easily be controlled mentally, and they'd be able to control him mentally because they could just put negative thoughts in his head because that was already happening. But they can amplify it with MK Ultra and hypnosis and all that. Hypnosis is basically MK Ultra, and they can do this because he already on a low frequency. So if they keep putting low vibrational words in his head, it's gonna continue to grow. That voice is gonna get louder and louder and louder. He's just gonna act on those thoughts, but it really ain't him. You see what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's what Alex Jones was basically saying. Like that's what's going on right now. So they trying to depopulate the major cities: Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, Baltimore, Atlanta, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, you know what I'm saying, Las Vegas, Phoenix, just all these different places, Seattle, all the major cities and shit. Why you think they bringing so many people there so you could be there when some shit happen? Boom, hopefully they get lucky, or that's how they feel. Hopefully they get lucky to just kill like masses of people in one hit. Like for example, like remember when that massive hurricane happened? I mean not hurricane, that massive earthquake that had happened in I think it was Marmar or Miramar. I think that's where it was at. And that big ass building just came collapsing down with that hotel with all those people in it. Like shit like that. They want something like that to happen. Like they get lucky because that's the whole agenda right now is depopulation. They trying to depopulate the earth so they have more control over the earth because you see they already trying to motorize everything, which is AI, but they can't really do it because there's so many people they got to keep track of as well. So if they can depopulate and make the death toll go up a little bit faster than what it's supposed to, they kind of get their agenda going quickly. And then also, like I said, um, going to Mars and shit, everybody not gonna be able to go to Mars, so that's why they trying to kill a lot of people off too. But that's a whole different story. But anyway, Ti and Alex Jones, they was talking about the Impossible Meat and stuff like that. So Impossible Meat, and then you got Beyond Meat as well. I've tried. I'm not sure if I tried Impossible Meat. I'm not sure. I tried one of them. I think it's Beyond Meat or Beyond Beef or some shit like that. I tried one of those. It could be Impossible, the Impossible Burger. Yeah, I haven't. I have tried the Impossible Burger. I haven't tried Beyond Meat because that sound just a little bit weird. Like Beyond Meat, what could be Beyond Meat? Human flesh. You see what I'm saying? But I've tried the Impossible Burger like when I was in Australia at like at Habit and stuff like that. They got the Impossible Burger option, and then also at Hungry Jack's. Hungry Jack's in Australia is our Burger King. It's basically Burger King. It's just different country. They call it a different name, but it's like a subsidiary of Burger King. You know what I'm saying? And Hungry Jack's in Australia. I think they do it at Burger King in America too. But when I was at Hungry Jack's in Australia, they had the option and Habit Burger as well. They had an option for the Impossible Meat Burger, and I tried it because it was plant based, and I know it was plant based, and there wasn't humans in it because it was made out of beets. Beets, like you know what a beet vegetable is, like the red vegetable and stuff like that. It was made out of beets, and the reason why it tasted like meat so well because they season it a certain way. You see what I'm saying? But it's all vegan and it's good. But they got different kinds you can try. You see what I'm saying? Like Beyond Meat, they got like other type of shit. I don't know if it's beet, but if you try to beat one, that one most definitely is real. I don't know if they still got that available as an option, but that was back in 2020, like 2019 when I was trying that. So ain't no telling if they could have been tampering with the shit now. But I know for a fact what I was eating was legit because it was made out of beets and it tastes like real meat because they season it with like meat seasoning and stuff like that. And like they season it really good to make it taste like meat, but it's made out of beets. But yeah, they do hide a lot of like human flesh and shit in those type of products. Like Beyond Meat, I never tried them, but they offer as an option. But they shit just was like kind of weird. Like I tried the Impossible because it say it was made out of beets, and I know for a fact that's legit because beets are in abundance. It's not like the vegetable beets are not in abundance. They are clearly in abundance. So it's not like it's hard to make, you know what I mean, like a vegan burger out of beets because you got so many of them. You can do that, right? But all that other shit, like they talking about it's a vegan patty and this soy and all that shit. Soy patty, I ain't eat none of that shit. And then also black bean burgers. I've tried those too. They had those options as well. And I know it's black beans. It's actually legit because it tastes like black beans. The reason why it tastes so good is because they season it well. And then also, if you put ketchup on black bean burgers, that shit smacking. But you gotta also know what brand you buying it from too. You see what I'm saying? Because you can get black bean burgers that's already prepared and it's frozen. You see what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just heat it up and get the bun and it's ready to go. You see what I'm saying? I know that's legit because black beans are in abundance. So if it's like a burger or something and it's made out of black beans, it's legit. If it's made out of beets, it's legit. All that extra shit, I don't know. Chickpeas, probably so. But you still got to be careful because, like I said, with the Subway shit, they got the veggie patty, but they don't tell you what kind of vegetables and shit what's in there. And even if it is, they add a little extra chemicals and shit that they don't tell you about. You got to actually read the fine print. So yeah, that's true. With the Impossible Meat and all that, and the Beyond Beef, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't tried this in years. I don't know what it is now. But at the same time, you can make your own black bean burger at home. You can make your own beef burger at home. Cook your own shit, and you know for a fact it's gonna be vegan. And obviously, if you season your shit good, you know what you're doing. You know how to cook. You know what I mean? It can turn it out good. Cause I've tried vegan food and it was really good. Like it's this restaurant in Chicago. It's a vegan restaurant. It's called Vegan on the Go. I think it's called Vegan on the Go, Vegan and Go, or some shit like that. Vegan on the Go, Vegan and Go, some shit like that. I forgot, but it's downtown and it's like right next to this motherfucking apartment complex. It's called I think it's called the Oak 200 or something like that. It's like right next to that, like on the strip down there. That's like shit, like I think it's like on State Street, Michigan Ave, something like that, around one of those streets. And it's right next to the Oak 200, and it's like a vegan restaurant. But the thing is, they cook the vegan food so good, like the chef's so good. I had tried like the vegan chicken sandwich. It was made out of some type of vegetables, but that motherfucker tastes just like meat, but it's not. It's vegetables, like, and it tastes clean. You don't feel sick after it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's legit. And another way, obviously, you can tell if it's like something sketchy with your food, like if it's some extra shit that is like humans or something like that. It's certain signs you can see that gives it away. Like for example, if the food smell weird, like it smell like shit. I'm just being honest with you because you not like doing Uber Eats and shit like that. It be sometimes, just like in the past, I used to do Uber Eats with my ex-girlfriend or whatever, and sometimes you will pick up the food from different restaurants, and that shit don't smell like food. That shit smell like shit. So it's like there gotta be something in that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something extra they added. And then you got certain places. If you know the source where you get your food from, it smell like actually real food versus something that just smell like it smell weird. You know what I mean? Like you gotta know because a lot of these places is doing some weird shit. But yeah, I commend T.I. and Alex Jones for actually talking about that because that's a real topic. This information came out back in like 2013 when they said they originally found traces of human flesh in vegan products like vegan hot dogs and all that shit. And I never tried them vegan hot dogs, hell no. Especially after seeing that, I really never tried that shit. But there's just certain products and stuff you gotta try. You gotta actually do your research on the company, read the ingredients and stuff like that. And if it's something simple, like beets, whatever, like chickpea or black bean, simple shit like that, then yeah, obviously it's good. But if it's like some shit you never even heard of, you just gotta be careful because a lot of people is masking shit and package the shit up and say this is vegan, but it's not. It's really just a cover to like basically get rid of the human flesh and shit or the bodies that they got. They trying to just get rid of that shit. I'm telling you, this shit real. And it's funny because Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, they got a movie that came out a long time ago called The Wash in California and shit in Los Angeles. And there's this one part when they was on break at the car wash and the food truck pulled up and they had both like ordered like some type of burritos or something. That nigga Dr. Dre was eating that shit and his stomach and shit was like fucking up instantly. He was like, damn, what the fuck they sell a nigga? A people burger? A people burrito? And then Snoop Dogg and shit, they probably did. And they telling you he's like a people burrito, basically meaning he already know they selling motherfucking human body people. It's crazy. He was playing, but he's giving you a hint at the same time. You see what I'm saying? But wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan. Fuck all his minions. Gang.